What happens when Hollywood royalty, a Disney Channel favorite, and a love story years in the making finally collide? This weekend gave us the answer. A fairy tale wedding that brought together not just two beloved young stars, but also one of America's most recognizable TV families. Candace Cameron Bure's daughter Natasha Bure has officially tied the knot with Disney Channel alum Bradley Stephen Perry, and the details of this magical celebration have fans across the country talking. From the emotional family moments to the surprising way their romance began, this is a wedding story that feels straight out of a movie, and you won't want to miss a single detail. Natasha Bure, the 27-year-old actress, singer, and daughter of Full House star Candace Cameron Bure, said, "I do" on Sunday, September 16th, to Bradley Stephen Perry, the 26-year-old actor most fans remember as Gabe Duncan from Disney's hit show Good Luck Charlie. The ceremony took place at Calamigos Ranch in Malibu, California, a venue famous for its rustic elegance and breathtaking gardens. Surrounded by roses and close to 150 guests, the couple exchanged vows in what has been described as a romantic garden celebration. Pictures shared on social media show a glowing bride, an overjoyed groom, and a proud mother of the bride capturing every heartfelt moment. Candace Cameron Bure, who millions grew up watching on Full House and later Fuller House, could hardly contain her emotions. Taking to Instagram, she posted a carousel of photos from the wedding, introducing the world to Mr. and Mrs. Perry with a champagne emoji and heartfelt congratulations. She wrote that Bradley is the kindest man they could have ever hoped would love and care for their daughter. The images showed Candace's husband Valery Bure and their two sons, Lev and Maxim, standing proudly with the newlyweds. In one touching shot, Candace was even seen helping Natasha adjust her gown, a classic mother-daughter moment that resonated with so many parents watching from afar. And if you think that was enough to make fans swoon, Candace's words in her caption took it even further. She praised Natasha's beauty inside and out, called her already the best wife to her beloved Bradley, and ended with a heartfelt blessing that God would cover their marriage with joy all the days of their lives. For followers who have admired Candace's faith and family values over the years, this moment was more than just a Hollywood wedding. It was the culmination of a journey rooted in love, family, and faith. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Natasha and Bradley may look like the perfect couple today, but their road to the altar actually had some surprising twists and turns. Their love story went public only last year, in July 2024, when they shared a kissing photo on Instagram. Fans instantly flooded the comments with shock and excitement, many saying they never saw this pairing coming. But as it turns out, their romance had been quietly building long before that. During an episode of Bradley's own podcast, Sit and Chat, the couple revealed how it all started. Bradley admitted that when they first met, they were both dating other people and didn't really talk. It wasn't until after he was involved in a car accident in December 2023 that Natasha reached out. He had broken his arm, and her simple message of care sparked conversations that grew into long paragraphs, late-night texting, and eventually FaceTime calls that lasted for hours. Natasha described that early stage as one of those magical times when you just can't stop talking to someone new. That's when sparks turned into something deeper. Just 9 months later, Bradley decided it was time to propose. And here's the kind of twist you would expect only from a Disney Channel star. He orchestrated a completely fake work event, pulling in both of their management teams to make it seem convincing. Natasha walked into what she thought was a business trip, only to find a beautiful brunch set up with their families. There, Bradley dropped to one knee and asked her to spend forever with him. Natasha later told People magazine that she was completely surprised, even though deep down she had a feeling something big might be coming. She called the moment perfect, romantic, and unforgettable. Now fast forward to this September wedding. Guests described it as intimate yet elegant, with floral arrangements filling the gardens, candlelight dancing at the reception, and music that carried the celebration late into the night. Natasha wore a gown that perfectly captured her personality, radiant, timeless, and just a little bit bold, while Bradley looked every bit the dashing groom. Together, they embodied the joy of two young people not just in love, but ready to build a future. For Candace Cameron Bure, this was more than just watching her daughter get married. This was a deeply emotional moment for a mom who has shared so much of her family's journey publicly. In her Instagram stories, she posted another photo of Natasha and Bradley standing between her and her husband Valery, captioned with the words, "This happened this weekend." Simple, emotional, and real, a proud mother's way of saying her family had grown by one. And while many celebrity weddings often focus on glitz, glamour, and star-studded guest lists, this one felt refreshingly grounded. Sure, it was beautiful. Sure, it was stylish. But more than anything, it was about two families coming together, celebrating love, and looking ahead to the future. That authenticity is exactly what fans of both Natasha and Bradley found so heartwarming. Bradley himself has been vocal about what excites him most about marriage. He told people that he's looking forward to building a family and encouraging each other in every part of life, from creative work to personal growth. He said one of his favorite things about his relationship with Natasha is how they push each other to follow their passions. According to Bradley, Natasha makes him feel inspired every single day, and he couldn't wait to take on life's challenges hand in hand with her. As for Natasha, she has shared similar sentiments. Known for her work in acting, singing, and modeling, Natasha has often spoken about wanting to live with purpose and positivity. In Bradley, she's found someone who not only loves her, but also understands the ups and downs of a life lived partly in the public eye. Their relationship has already shown a balance of fun, laughter, and resilience, qualities that give fans confidence this is a couple built to last. It's also worth noting that this wedding symbolized a beautiful merging of legacies. On one side, Natasha comes from a family beloved for their contributions to wholesome, family-friendly television. On the other, Bradley is part of a generation of Disney Channel stars who defined childhood entertainment for millions. Seeing them come together felt like a crossover event, not on screen, but in real life, one that sparked nostalgia for fans of both Full House and Good Luck Charlie. Even beyond the fanfare, what resonates most is the humanity behind this celebration. A mother helping her daughter into her dress. A father welcoming a new son-in-law. A groom carefully planning a surprise proposal to make sure it felt magical. A bride beaming with happiness as she starts a new chapter. These are the universal moments that go beyond fame and remind us that love stories are powerful, no matter who you are. For Candace Cameron Bure, who has built a career on family-centered stories and faith-driven values, seeing her daughter step into marriage must feel like art reflecting life. For Bradley Stephen Perry, a young actor once known as the mischievous little brother on Disney Channel, it's the start of an entirely new role, husband, partner, and one day, perhaps father. And for Natasha Bure, it's the beginning of her own chapter, no longer just the daughter of a TV icon, but a woman carving her path alongside the man she loves. So as the dust settles on this weekend's magical wedding, what remains is a story filled with joy, family, and hope for the future. It's the kind of story people want to follow, because it reminds us that even in Hollywood, where headlines often focus on breakups and scandals, true love can shine through. Natasha Bure and Bradley Stephen Perry's wedding wasn't just a union of two stars. It was the joining of two hearts, two families, and a shared dream of building a life together. And in a world that can sometimes feel heavy, stories like this are exactly the kind of light we all need.